what are some of the best practices that you've learned over the years when it comes to pulling this off?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll tell you, I mean, over the years, enabling revenue teams has taught me several best practices. The firstly, it's very crucial to have a plan. Just like you have annual plan for your revenue, you need to have a revenue enablement plan. So in the beginning of the year, make sure that a plan includes specific anchor milestones, if you will. And what I say by anchor milestones is like, in the beginning of the year, sit down with your product team, finance team, sales team, marketing, all the cross-functional teams, and make sure that if there are any specific major events happening in the company throughout the year, make sure that enable is tied to those event dates, triggering events, and make sure that the training is provided at that opportune time, because time is very important there. So we need to provide the timely training. So have a very, very crisp plan in place with that aligns to the business objectives and OKRs, and have the quarterly milestones, and then have a different enablement, delivery content and trainings available throughout the year. So, and that basically goes for any company of any size. The second thing I would say is the best practice I've seen is that we need to have role-specific trainings tailored to specific roles, like AEs, SDRs, CSMs. While a lot of times we recycle the content and the training, it is good, but repurposing is better. So I would basically focus more on repurposing than recycling of the content, right? Objection handling, for example, for an AE is different than an objection handling for a CSM who is looking to cross-sell or upsell. So we need to make sure that, we are creating the role-specific content and giving training on those things. Third thing I would say is the content creation and collaboration. What I say here is that the collaboration part is the main emphasis is what I'm putting here on. We need to have horizontal and vertical collaboration. Horizontal means cross-functional collaboration with, again, if you're talking about the deal desk, how that works, AEs need to understand, or CSMs need to understand. So you need to basically engage finance in creating the content. A lot of times we, of course, engage product team or product marketing teams and sales teams on creating contents, make sure that, we are engaging legal and some of the other cross-functional teams. For example, engage HR as we are creating training for compensation, right? So collaboration is very important, horizontal and vertical. By vertical, I mean managers need to be involved as much as possible, where, let's say, if you're talking about the objection handling training, sales managers have a very good insight on, how what can be included from the, objection handling point of view, because they've been there, done that. And they're also listening to those engagement discovery calls. So they can provide a good inputs there. So horizontal, vertical collaboration is important. Fourth thing I will talk about is the type of the content. And it has to be continuous, which means we need to have a variety of content types in training our revenue teams. We all know we talk about the product features training. We talk about the sales methodology, sales processes, and things like that. But we also need to focus on upskilling their soft skills. So focus on the hard skills as usual, soft skills like how to show empathy to the customers, negotiations, and art of influencing. These are the things that actually help a lot, in addition to the other typical time that we spend on the technical aspects of things. So hard skills, soft skills. I talked about the compensation earlier. Like, if anything that touches salespeople or revenue teams, I would say sales, marketing, CS, include those things in the training and put those things in the curriculum, if you will. The next thing I would talk about is the delivery aspect of things. So utilize various forms of training delivery. Not like, you have the e-learning modules, like you can create bite-sized videos. Don't have like 30 or 50 page slide decks. That's boring. create shorter, crisper training materials that is more engaging to the reps, and short videos, and mix it with workshops, or have guest speakers come to sessions and deliver the training. One example I would give you is that if you have a technology partnership in your company, then have a representation from that company, your tech partner, and come and talk about how the partnership is going to add value to your prospects and customers. So those things basically add value a lot. And reps are also the entire revenue team, I mean, is very engaged in those sort of sessions.